What's up, y'all? We back at it again. I wanted to make this quick video about relationships. This one is specifically about the different types of relationships you have as a hybrid / starseed. Now, I'm making this because I did start to really notice the categorization when it comes to relationships. So, for example, we have human relationships, we have hybrid / starseed relationships, and we have extraterrestrial relationships. This is for those who are already in contact with star people and are already making lots of interactions and doing lots of work with them. So I'll say this, you are going to notice that you have those 3 different types of relationships. And now this may be exciting, but it's also kind of hard. And it can be annoying because you're trying to understand what fits where and who is what for your life. So like, for example, let's start with human relationships. Y'all may see me if you have me on Snapchat. I still go to the bar. I still hang out with people and I love to socialize. Humans are very interesting creatures. Like, they're so diverse. They are so complex and unpredictable. You don't know what you're going to get every time. It's like a wild card. And when I say human relationships, I mean just the regular human. Like, most of them don't know nothing about the spirit realm. They don't know nothing about no extraterrestrials, nothing like that. They're in the system, right? Now, a lot of people will be like, oh, I don't want friendships like that. But I actually like having friends like that. They root me in the Earth experience. We came here as well to experience Earth and to experience being a human. And I find that my human relationships actually bring me so much joy. When I go to the bar, I'm experiencing a human bar. When I go to the movies with just regular human friends, they are so fun. It's like they're grounding me in the Earth experience. They're only rooted and focused in the Earth experience. And that's fun because back home, you can't have this same Earth experience. You know, it's funny because some humans are very drawn to extraterrestrials, or they're drawn to what they call paranormal activity. They're so curious about the stuff that is natural to you. You live in this experience. I mean, your family is the extraterrestrials. So sometimes you're talking with these humans and the ETs are like, don't tell them, or they'll be like, yeah, they're looking for us, but we're not letting them see us, or we're giving them some stuff. And so then the humans will like come to you to be like, yo, I had an experience with a spirit in my house, and there was this that happened, and I did that CE5 stuff, and then I saw something fly in the sky. And you're just sitting there laughing. You're like, look at them, like trying to find our family. Look at them. And I like that because I remember the one time I was out and I was talking to these people that were paranormal searchers. They were literally searching for extraterrestrials and Bigfoot and all this something. And my family was talking to me. They're like, yeah, they're trying to find us, but we're only letting them see so much. So sometimes you'll come across those humans that are curious, and you just find it funny, if not cute, because you know later on, especially in a few years, they're going to know it's real. And then they're going to know that you're also a full hybrid. Even if you tell them you're a hybrid, a lot of them won't even believe you. Or you'll show them and give them evidence and they'll be like, yo, that's crazy. And then they forget the next day. And you're like, what? Like, I just showed you proof. Or they believe and then they're like, it like scares them away. That's why we tread carefully with it. But I like when they're searching for our family and our family's like, yeah, we only let them see so much. You know, I like to drink with them. I like to chat about foolishness. I like to be goofy and have fun. But then you get a little tired of that, right? You get tired of just the classic human stuff because a lot of times it's ghetto. Human experience is pretty ghetto, and humans can be very ghetto. When it gets to the point where you're like, all right, I'm kind of done with this. I need a break. Then you have your hybrid friends. Your hybrid friends are fun because these are, as a hybrid, you notice sometimes you're too extraterrestrial for the humans, or you are too human for the extraterrestrials, or both. And it kind of sounds like mixed people problems. You know how People that are mixed are like, oh, I'm too black for the white kids and too white for the black kids. It's kind of like that type of thing. But when you can have a good balance, you don't have that issue because you see what they provide you. You actually enjoy this. So when you're in your human mode and you kind of want this human experience, you go with them. Then when you want to have somebody that could understand, we call them ground team members, people that are on the ground with you, people who are hybrids like you and they're having similar experiences. Now you'll have a different gauge of them. Like you'll have some that have no idea they're a hybrid, aka a starseed. They have no idea about the spirit realm. And then you have those that are deep in it. They have past life memories. They have all their abilities turned on. They're already interacting with extraterrestrial beings and their star family. You have that, right? You have the gauge. And you actually enjoy this. Like I'm in Atlanta right now and I'm engaging with some soul family. And it was weird. As soon as we met, and this always happens, as soon as we meet in person, it's always like a deja vu. Like I just met them and I was like, yo, we've done this before. Like we've met before. And this happened also with my soul twin when we met each other for the first time in the physical. You'll notice that when you meet a hybrid that you're really close to, and then you're meeting for the first time on Earth, it's like a big moment. You guys look at each other like, have we done this before? Or it's just like it's a weird family connection right away. And that's what's happening right now while I'm in Atlanta. I just found it interesting that when it comes to hybrid family, you guys could connect on that level. You could talk about the spirit realm. You guys could astral travel together. You guys could interact with different extraterrestrials. It's so much different stuff you could do together because you guys are on the same Earth mission. You guys could talk about assignments you get from the GFL together. So much you could do that you can't do with the regular human. That's what's up. I know some people who fight demons together. They astral travel to different planets or realms together. That is what's up. That's stuff that you can only do with hybrids. You know, the regular human can't be doing all that. And even if you try and get them into it, that's another thing I want to talk about with humans, is you'll notice it's like, if you try and get them into it, they'll either think you're crazy as hell, they get really scared and get scared off, or it's like they forget about it right after you talked about it. You're going to notice that a lot of times. And I've been studying working with different types of humans, especially if I have an assignment related to them, and I have noticed this a lot. Let's talk about relationships with extraterrestrials. Now, this is something that all people want, but they don't understand what it actually means and what it is like. For example, when you start getting in contact with extraterrestrials, it won't be physical unless it's necessary, like it has to be physical. But it will be non-physical. You're going to have astral travels with them or / dreams with them, or you're having telepathic communication with them, or you are energetically communicating with them. It's like they're here and you're seeing like them as a spirit because they're coming non-physically. They don't like to come physically at the moment because it's going to cause a lot of disturbances within the system if they come all the time physically. So you won't catch them doing that, but you will catch them come astrally, and you're telepathically talking to them all the time. You're energetically communicating with them and interacting with them. Interacting with star people always feels home. It always feels like you're safe. This is if you're in contact with your star family, talking about positive extraterrestrials. If you're talking to malevolent ones, or part of your mission is battling against malevolent ones or battling against their agenda in different ways, then you know what's up. But overall, talking and speaking with any sort of star people or extraterrestrials, it's always going to be non-physical. And this is why a lot of people get mixed up with what it's like to be in contact with them, because they think it's just going to be them landing and then you go on and off planet like that. Well, these beings are way more advanced than the regular human. And as a hybrid, you are advanced like them. You have their DNA in you. You're part human, part ET. So just know that you have access and that natural connection with them, and you have access to these natural conscious powers that you just got to tap into again and work on. So we always talk about the clairs, like clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, all that type of stuff. All that you're going to notice you're being forced to build or it's already coming out naturally, because this is how you're going to communicate with the star people. And this is where all humans are going to advance, and you're showing people how to advance in this way. It's almost like you feel like you're lacking that physical attribute because you have a physical vessel, and you know that they're going to come in a few years, but people lack that understanding of it's going to be hugely non-physical, and you got to get used to it being non-physical. And that's going to make it even more real, though. Like, non-physicality feels more real than being in the physical. All this contact's going to be non-physical unless they decide to meet up with you physically, or sometimes they'll appear in the physical realm and they look like humans, or they literally just naturally look like humans. But you could tell they're not fully human. You know they're an ET. You're going to notice that these are like your best friends. Like, especially when I'm alone, all I do is talk with my star family. And I love my star family. When you are in contact with extraterrestrials, you're talking with them basically all the damn time. And they lead you to places, they'll lead you to your next assignment. They're going to give you divine messages. They literally move around the universe because they're non-physical. They could use the physical to create synchronicities, or what we call like divine signs. They have the power to do that because they're divine beings. So, for example, say one of the ETs tells you it's time to take a mushroom soon. You go to the gym. This girl has a mushroom tattoo. All of a sudden, this guy's talking about mushrooms. This guy's wearing a mushroom sweater. They're letting you know, time to take a mushroom. Or, for example, you're like, oh, I need a new carpet. And the GFL's like, we got you. And all of a sudden, your mom comes the next day, oh, I bought you a new carpet. And you're like, the hell? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like that. You guys know what's up. Allow these to keep happening. Keep in contact with them. And as you are getting more in contact, you're getting to hear them clearer, see them clearer as they appear in your spaces. As you open portals, they're coming in and out. As they open portals, they're coming in and out. You see them coming in and out. You're going on their ship at night. You are going off planet at night. You're interacting with them on different realms at night while you're sleeping. This is another thing we're going to talk about, is traveling at night. Okay, because you're already going to sleep, right? You might as well travel. We're going to talk about that some more, okay? But I'm talking about this now because you are going to notice you have different types of relationships. You have the human ones, you have the hybrid / starseed ones, and then you also have the extraterrestrial ones. They all provide something for you. And as a hybrid / starseed, you need to make sure you have a balance of all of them. If you just are going one or the other, it's going to be thrown off. You're going to want some human friends that you just go to the movies with, that you go to some parties with, that you just hang out in groups with. You're going to want the starseed friends that you could talk about what you guys are going through together. You could talk about your next assignments together, what assignments you had, where you went in the astral realm, what you're doing, your goals, spiritually and astrally and consciously, your abilities are turned on. You're going to want to talk about everything. Your extraterrestrial family, you're going to want to do so much with them that you can't with the other beings that are on Earth. They are really home. You chose to go on the ground to help out in this system. You're going to have a balance of all of them, or else you're going to be imbalanced. You're going to favor some. Like, I actually rather my extraterrestrial friends and my extraterrestrial star family. I rather all of them. Like, when I'm alone, I'm really hanging out with them. And I'm really chilling with them. Then I have my starseed friends that I love to hang out with and do stuff with and chat on the phone with and on FaceTime with. And then I have my human friends that'll hit me up, hey, you want to go to the bar later? And I'm just like, oh, I'm busy, but 9, 10 o'clock I'll be able to go. And then we go and we just chat foolishness and do whatever. That's a fun human experience. Make sure you're having fun with humans, because you also part human. So why wouldn't you enjoy that, you know? And you can't get this Earth experience anywhere else in the galaxy. You cannot. And for those who don't have perspective, ask your star family for more perspective to make you want to stay rooted on Earth, or else you're going to be distant, or else you're going to feel chaotic. You're going to want to go home. Meanwhile, Earth is the most fun place to be. This is the most fun place to be. This is also where the battle's at. This is also where the main attractions are. This is a fun place to be. You got to make it fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you later.